The CV is super important to open doors, so it gets you a chance to go and speak to people and show your true self. Very difficult to get that across in text format to get your personality across, but the CV is the tool you need to use to give yourself a chance to go and speak to people and show them who you really are.
What key pieces of advice would you have for a candidate to make their CV stand out?
The main things we look for when applying for a role, having the relevant experience and any relevant achievements that may enhance your application.
Make sure there's as much detail as possible about what you've done, so when there is that little bit more information and you go into a bit more depth about what you've actually done, it does make you read a bit further in the CV and bring out a bit more detail and obviously get to know a little bit more about yourself.
Add an achievement section under each job, as it gives you a good chance to sell yourself, whether you've been involved in a key project or you've saved a company money.
If you're a fresh grad and you've got education, put in your education and put key modules, projects.
Have your most recent experience right at the top of the page. That's the most relevant for your next role, and that's what we want to see. So having it crystal clear at the top of your first page, perfect.
So I'm going to be greedy here and give you two that I think are super important. I think number one, you need to have a profile or a summary box at the top, which is your highlights, selling yourself. You probably have somewhere between 10 and 15 seconds to grab the reader's attention. So that needs to be your key highlights, really sell you specific to the thing you're applying for. Make the person want to read on more. Second tip, the CV has to be really easily accessible. The information that people want to find needs to jump out of them. So they need to know, without knowing how your CV is laid out, for it to feel intuitive of where's the education going to be, am I going to see what I need to see, etc. Make it easy for the reader, you'll get a lot more success.
I'd make sure that it's clean, precise, you've got your dates, qualifications, job title, with a bit of an explanation of what you've been doing.
If it's not clear what you do, then it's hard to identify you as a good candidate, basically. So yeah, I'd say just make it clear what you do.
I hope you found this useful from myself and all the other consultants, and yeah, keep your eye out for the rest of our series on hints and tips on helping you secure a job.